All right, and we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Scoot Scoot Friday, number 49. Just
49.
today with us, we have the presence of Nadim. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm glad to be back on the show. We were backstage before the stream, and I was telling Elwa that this is on my calendar for every week, and every week I'm like, this is the week that I'll come back and join. But then something comes up always. So I'm glad that this week the calendar is open and free. Excited to talk about all the new things that are coming to Apollo and answer all your questions. I'm glad to be back.
Lovely. And for the audience, where are you right now, Nadim?
I'm in New York at the moment. A little bit of a personal change of scenery kind of trip. It's been great out here. I've really been enjoying it. Yeah, I really like the city. I used to not like New York that much. I thought it was like big and sticky and gross. But now I am converted. I'm a convert. Yeah.
I like that you ended up liking it when they came with their UL thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't like that aspect of it, obviously. That's not fun. Yeah, the crackdown on electric mobility vehicles in New York is a bit unfortunate, in my opinion, really misguided, especially with like a big focus in the city on reducing congestion on streets. It kind of makes sense to utilize bike lanes and have people use different like methods to travel in the city. And we know how effective and practical scooters can be. So to kind of, I don't know, try to do this very aggressively, it doesn't really make sense. But
It is aggressive, right? I was seeing a video that they took someone out like in handcuff, from their repair center. I was like, God,
yeah,
yeah, those are criminals, man.
yeah, that one was a bit intense. Like the person who was running that shop was doing so very illegally. So like I get that, but it's just a bit unfortunate that I don't know, some people who are maybe not following the rules or not trying are kind of ruining it for everyone else, but also that there hasn't been that much consultation from the like local government to like with these small business owners to say, hey, what are the things that we can do to make this work? So just like, oh, we're going to make a decision, and you know they don't really understand scooters. They don't really understand like the work that gets put into ensuring the quality and safety of our scooters. So it's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. We just gotta react and try to figure out a plan moving forward to continue to provide high quality servicing options for all of our customers, no matter where they are.
Well said. We see in the chat we have Martin. Hi, Martin. Austin. I like how people are writing your name with two E. Nadim.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes sense. It's with the I.
That's with an eye. Yeah.
Nadim.
Mm.
Sounds the same. Welcome to the club of getting
Yeah, your name. Trust me, I've been in that club for a long time.
We have Dave here, which I guess it's Dave Black with his new pro. Hi, Dave. Justin. How are you, Justin? We have Mr. Ray Christopher Heatcore, one of our co-founder. We have Lawrence, and we have again Justin and Nadim. What's up? Don't worry about the typo. We had some questions submitted initially before this live that was sent to us, so maybe we can go through them first, and then again go in the ones that people are asking right now. And if there's any subject that people would like to talk about or complain, anything, it's the time to write it down now so we can get through to it. So the first question we got is, do you have something to say before we start, Nadim?
No, let's go for it. Let's go through the questions.
Is it possible to upgrade the single motor City 23 by replacing the controller? I believe to make it a dual motor. This is a complicated upgrade because you need to change the front fork to be larger to accommodate the motor and the controller. So it's a bit expensive because then you have the fork, you have the motor and the controller. So in theory, yes, it's possible, but we don't recommend it unless you are very handy. But it's possible. Are there places on my scooter I should not lubricate? Probably the folding mechanism. Don't need to lubricate that. The throttle too. It's all sealed inside the grease. So maybe it's easier to say what you should focus on lubricating, and it would be the suspension, obviously, and everything that moves in the suspension. That's important to lubricate. Your bearings of the motor, that's good to put oil from the outside, but it's a bit hard because they need to be super clean to not introduce sand inside with the oil, and they are also sealed, those bearings. So it's better to do it if everything is like pristine clean, but we don't see much failure of our bearings. So yeah, I would focus on those two. That's what comes to mind. Nadim, do you have one?
No, I think that makes sense. I think it's yeah, anything. Excuse me, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. Anything that's going to play, right? It's gonna bounce, and I guess also just like listen to the scooter. Like if you find that something is, excuse me, a bit wrong, either check out our maintenance guides, check out the help center, or reach out to a sports team.
Yes. Well, so we published a ton of repair video this week, so go check it out. And for each component, we address the maintenance that should be done. The only important thing to do with to check when you lube your scoot is what type of lubricant it is. I don't remember on top of my head, but when it's petrol based, the lubricant, you should not put it on rubber. So if you look at the CD suspension, for example, there's rubber inside the spring. If it's a petrol-based lubricant, it's gonna wear out the rubber. So just look out for this. Usually, a silicone base is the way to go. Can the new lock be cut with cable cutter? So I guess there's different kind of cable cutter. If just like a small one, no, and it's not even the metal cable inside that's gonna protect it. It's the Kevlar that's outside, that's around the metal cable that we have, and it's there for this reason. If you use a big one, to cut like big locks, yes, you can get through it, and you can get through any locks with this. So it's an excellent lock, super convenient, but it's definitely easier to cut than like a big U-lock, a kryptonite one, for example. This lock was really made to be convenient and safe. So yeah, but again, any lock, even a chain, you can cut through it. So it would be a lie to say that nothing's going to get through it.
Right. This could be a good moment to highlight, if anyone hasn't checked out the accessory page on the website, you should do that. We just launched a line of Apollo accessories. Finally, game changer. It's been a while since we've upgraded our accessory lineup, and these ones are just, as always, beautifully packaged, high quality products. They look great, and I think they're going to really help enhance the riding experience for everyone. What do we have? Well, we've got the lock. We've got the mirrors.
The lock, and the important point with those accessories that was not the case before is that 90% of them are compatible with all models. So the lock, you can fit it on the Phantom, the Pro, the City, the Air, on all the models that we currently sell. So lovely. And the bracket fit on them is included in the box. So easy to order. We have a new powerful headlight, 2000 lumen, super bright, and you have 8 different modes. You have blinking, pulsing, different intensity, and it's also can act as a power bank to recharge your phone. So if you don't have the Pro with the wireless charging, but you want to use the app, that's the perfect accessory, and it fits on all the handlebar, even the big one of the Go. So lovely. We have mirrors that can also fit on all the handlebars. They're great. Those mirrors are really good. We have the Apollo Go carry bag. This one is just for the Apollo Go, and it's to I see it as people that want to put their scooter like in their car and don't want to like scratch it and stuff. Or we have a lot of people that put their scooter in their like RV, like a van. That's the perfect accessory for this. It's going to protect your scooter, and there's an opening to be able to charge your scooter when it's inside. That's even better. We have the fast charger for the Go. So the Go comes with a 2 amp charger. This one is 4.5, so it's 2.5 times faster to charge. Lovely-ish. What else do we have?
Handlebar extender.
Handlebar extender.
That's a big one.
That's a big one because it's finally allowing people that have the Air in the city to fit 22 millimeters accessory. So standard accessory for bike. That can be, so you just mount it on the handlebar, and it's a carbon fiber tube at the front. It fits on all the models except the Apollo Go. So, yes, dropping the links, lovely. And Do we have another one?
The air pump.
The air pump, yes. The air pump, it's a classic air pumps, it's offering all the modes to be able to like limit. If you program 45 psi, it's going to inflate to 45 psi and then stop. But what is cool with it is the build quality. We wanted something all in metal. So this thing is like a little brick of metal, super solid to look premium too. And things that are cool, it comes with attachment to be able to like inflate well, basketball or soccer ball, so that's pretty sweet. And it's very powerful as well. We went with something with a big onboard battery, and it's rechargeable with USB-C, and there's a built-in flashlight in it.
Yeah, exactly, Justin. So for everyone who is recording their rides on the app, you're earning your amps, you got your points. Accessories are the perfect way to redeem those for discounts. And with this new lineup as well, finally, I think we have accessories that match the products. That's the new lineup that we've been developing over the past year and a bit.
Yes. Well, that's pretty much it for the accessories. If there's anything missing, let us know. We can look into it. The other one is for you, Nadim. Would you ever consider offering a 7 to 14 days money back guarantee? I want to try a scooter, and I don't live near a service location. Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah. So two things there. One, yes, we would have been considering. You should, the amount of times Matchak asks me about something like this. I think ideally, yes, we'd love to. I think where it becomes challenging is we're very careful about any scooter that we send out. If it's going to come back to us, that it has to go through a full inspection, a diagnostic. We replace any components. We just need to make sure that it's operating the way that it should, and that it wasn't damaged either in shipping or if in use. And I think whenever you're dealing with that sort of shipping back and forth across the country, it's just a bit complex for us at the moment to have a program like this. So instead of doing the 7 to 14 day money back guarantee, where we focused is, okay, ideally your return, the reason you would want to return the scooter is that something's wrong. So that's why we launched QC Plus, which is your kind of guarantee of quality on the scooter. And you have that for, 10 kilometers or 30 days, whichever one comes first. So that's some level of peace of mind of making a purchase. I think 7 to 14 day money back guarantee is an ambition that I think we would like to get to at some point. I think we have a lot of work still to do in just beefing out our servicing network and kind of figuring out some of the logistics of handling shipping to and back from customers. But with the launch of our new warehouse, that might be even more possible. So definitely on the radar. And yeah, and for the second point about not living near a service location, we understand that's the number one factor for making a decision with our customers. Every time we survey them, that's what comes back: local servicing options, which is why we finally announced the launch of our pilot program, where we've expanded to 27 new locations in 24 different cities. More on the way. You can check it out on the Help Center on our support page. You can click Find a Location. You can see all the locations. We're still updating. There's a few that are missing there as we kind of finalize the onboarding of those shops. An authorized partner, it's a complicated process. We need to get them plugged into our system. We need to make sure that they're trained, that they know how to repair the scooters, so that they're servicing to the standard that we would service. So that's taking a little bit of time to kind of just finalize all those things. But nothing is stopping us from being in 100 cities by the end of the year. And that's kind of the ambition that we have.
All right. Just a clarification. It's Christopher heat coat, not heat core. All right. Is the goal street legal in Germany? Spec wise, yes. The problem is, to sell in Germany, it needs to be from a German, a German company. And just because that's how it works there, to get the regulation, to get the certification, it needs to be a German, I guess, resident that apply for it. So we are looking into how we could do this. So yes, it's legal, but you're gonna have some problem with the certification. And we currently don't sell in Germany. New tire every 500 miles, is that normal? I guess it depends how you ride. It depends on the pressure of your tire, your weight as well. every 500 miles, I would say, yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, I would say it's reasonable. It's nothing out of the ordinary, and it always depends the tire you have. Like something on the Phantom, the tread are a lot deeper than what you have on the Pro, for example. But the Pro stick more to the road, so to get through those threads is going to be quicker on the Pro, for example, than a Phantom. So, yeah, I would say it's normal. All right, so that was all the questions. Now we can get to the question in the chat. Do you want to go for it, Naveen?
Yeah, sure. Scroll all the way to the top. Okay, cool. Martin Brenner, what's up? Good to see you again. Will the V3 get manual cruise control start? When will manual turn signal stop and manual cruise control get to Beta Go and Pro models in the app?
Okay, so for the Phantom V3, I guess we could. We just need to be able to update the display, and it's the same thing we said before. We are updating the firmware now to be able to do this kind of function. We got it on iOS. We are testing it now. It's not working. Once it's going to work, we're going to do it on Android as well. And then we're going to be able to push all the new updates like this. But there's a lot that need to happen in the back end to be able to read the firmware that you have, like propose to you the new firmware option. So it's in the work, to answer the question. And it's the same thing for the betas that you are mentioning here.
Cool. Austin, in terms of servicing partners in Brooklyn, Queens, or Long Island, yes. Some plans, obviously, for that. Nothing to announce at this point in time, but definitely want to maintain our presence in the city and not just be in Manhattan. So definitely on our radar. In terms of Dave, welcome. First ride on the Pro yesterday. First scooter ride ever. I'm in. Love that. It is one of those experiences, riding the Pro. Justin, any updates on the website issue with loading the service centers on the website? Submitted a bug report. We're looking into it. If anyone else is experiencing that issue, let us know. If you search for a location and nothing pops up on that list, please let us know. We're looking into it. I was not able to replicate it on my end, so cool. More questions. A lot of activity here in the chat. Okay, any plans to have SDK for iOS and Android? That would definitely put your scooters on the map, since no brand has that. DJI did it for drones, and it was very successful.
I'm not sure I understand the question. To have like the public SDK?
Yeah, I guess so.
Probably not, because we work with a version of the SDK that is curated, so it's not. I cannot make this like an open source this thing. So for now, I would say no.
Cool. Yeah, 30 repair videos. We've been pumping out a lot of videos. So this is because of the expansion of our certified, authorized retail partners, our certified shops. We created brand new videos for every repair that they can ever need to do. And obviously we shared that with everyone as well. So customers, I guess everyone here has access to that on our YouTube channel or in the servicing and support center. Go through the process of the self-diagnosis. Based on the issue that you have, we're going to recommend different solutions. And with each solution, we've got not just a video, we've also got a step-by-step guide as well. And our team is available through video support or chat or email to kind of assist with any repair issues. But yeah, the repair videos have been a hit, I think, really important. And that's one of the things that is a priority for us. We want to make sure that everyone who owns one of our scooters knows how to fix something if it goes wrong. It's really important that everyone here is checking their scooter, making sure that it's working, making sure that everything is tight, making sure that any small minor issue is being resolved quickly, because you never know. That small issue might actually be a serious one. So increasing access to those resources is definitely been a focus of ours. Cool. Jean-Marc Bahan, why did the New York location close, repair location close? Regulations, really strict, but also very ambiguous regulations in New York. We just talked about it. We did a bit of an assessment on it, and we didn't see that continuing to operate at the location was going to be viable. So we kind of wanted to get ahead of it. That being said, we are looking at securing partners who will provide local servicing options in the city. So at least you'll have an option to go to, maybe not the Apollo one, but someone else who is trained and certified to do so. Can the accumulated apps be redeemed for Apollo maintenance service prices? Don't think right now that is a perk that we offer, but great idea. We'll look into it. Right now, we're working through the amps and like a bit of like the journey for how a customer who is someone who's riding the scooter can earn those amps and what they should be able to redeem. And I know that this is on our radar for one of the types of like perks that you can redeem with points. That along with accessories, merch, all that kind of stuff. So thanks for bringing that up, Jacksologist. Cool. Any plans for universal seat?
Yeah, you know that the seat would be a nice thing to do. That, like we said, the City and Air, they both have the holes to make to put the seat, and the Pro as well. So it's like they're all compatible except the Go. Yeah, if we do make a seat, it would be nice that it's like universal. You just have different bracket to attach it. Yeah, I think now that we finished the accessory lineup that we were just talking about, it would be probably the next accessory that we focus on. A lot of people are requesting it, so I'll look into it. And we found a other cheaper way to do it than what we originally were planning. So yeah, it's on the radar. Yes.
Can the Apollo scooter horn go well with the Apollo Go?
Yeah. It's a rubber attachment for the speaker and the button, so it's meaning it's going to be able to stretch and go around the big handlebar. So yes, totally.
Ben, new accessories when on the site, check them out. A lot of them are some of them are on pre-order. Most of them are, if not actually all of them are on pre-order. I actually am not sure. Oh, do you know when we're going to be in stock on all these?
I believe the headlight is in stock right now, and all the other ones are about to ship now. So it should be in about like 3 weeks to a month to have everything. And the lock is about to get here as well. So the longest one's going to be mirror. Even the bag are made. So really, just the mirror is going to be the last one to come.
Cool. What's up, Matunga? You're the best as well. Okay, are you going to explore the concept of a removable battery like on the GTR of the Cabo Wolf?
Yeah, so it's funny. The GTR, the Cabo Wolf, I think that it's straight up dumb because it's just so massive. You know, we have a JC that came here with his one of our customer that bought one as well, and that battery is so massive. It's insane, right? It's like you cannot put this in your backpack. Even carrying this upstairs, like, okay, sure, you don't have to carry the whole scooter. It makes sense for that, but it's so massive. So if to answer your question, if we do, it would be on something smaller. Yeah, like we planned to do like on the original Apollo Explorer, but for now it's not in the plan. Like we said last week, I think it would make more sense to have like a very fast charging option rather than doing swappable batteries. The big advantage for me of swappable batteries is that it's so easy to repair if you have a problem with it. But in general, all our batteries are like 10 screws away of just lifting the deck. So for now, no, but it might change.
Cool. Is the Apollo City suitable for short people? If not, is it possible to get a Phantom with a shorter stem?
No for no for the Phantom with a shorter stem, unless you get creative. For the City, it is suitable for short people. You know, my girlfriend, she's low 5, and she can drive it. It's not a problem. Our stem are definitely higher than, like, let's say a Xiaomi scooter, but usually you just feel more confident on it. Even when you're short, there's probably a limit. Like we saw some people reach out to us with tiny hands, and they said they couldn't grab the brake handle. So those are like exception, I would say. But yeah, the fact that you have the region right there too makes it quite convenient to brake with the scooter. So it's all depend on your height. I would say if you're 5'2" and above, it should be fine.
Cool. Tim, having a battery issue where it will not fully charge. It says that it's displaying at 91% when it should be fully charged. Is that related to that bug that we were having with displaying the wrong battery, maybe? The wrong battery charge.
This should be fixed. And for which scooter doesn't
Oh
mention?
yeah, maybe
which
Tim,
scooter?
let us know which scooter it is. Cool. Borealis Nights. Just saw the new air pump. What about a quality air gauge for those of us with perfectly wonderful Apollo pumps?
Yeah, that's a possibility. Some people mentioned that they would prefer having an air gauge rather than their air pump in the toolkit.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that could be. You can also like on the Pro, we have an accessory here that it was just for testing, but it's a TPMS, the tire pressure monitoring system that you can mount on the valve of the tire and install it on the handlebar, so you see bolt pressure at all time of the tire. That's an accessory they have on Amazon, so I would suggest that. But yeah, it could be a cool accessory to have as well. Just a small one that you leave in your toolkit for when you go on a ride. Yeah, maybe we can add this.
Cool. And yeah, Austin, if you know of any servicing locations that might be a fit, then definitely please let us know. We'd love to explore those options. Will only my newest rides go to AMPS?
It's all
I guess
the rides.
at what point?
It's all the rides that you did from the 1st of September from 2023. So we still need to go back and do it, but that's what we're going to do. So since 1st of September 2023, everything you recorded will be converted into AMPs.
Right. Cool. Okay, will we be able to convert rides? Yes, just into AMPs, as Alwa just mentioned. Okay, anytime estimate for the app update that will fix the eco mode bug on the City 2023. Not sure. Which bug?
Yeah, I'm not sure which bug you're talking about. Maybe the blinking lights, the walking mode. I guess so. That's the only thing I can think of. So when you're in eco mode on all our scooters, the rear light blinks. This is a walking mode. That's like a regulation in Europe, and the headlight is on. You cannot control it, so it can appear as a bug because you try to turn off the headlight. It doesn't work. It's not a bug. It was on purpose. And what we decided is, well, we are not really selling to Europe much, so we're just going to remove that walking mode because it's annoying to people. Same answer as the first question that was asked. We need to update the display to do this. So when we're going to roll out that feature of being able to update the controller and the display, it's going to be fixing this issue as well.
Yep. Any tire change videos in the pipeline? I think we have a bunch of them already. I'm not sure if they're done for all the models, but definitely if it's not out yet, it's on the list. I think there's about like 15 more videos we have left to release, and then I think we'll be done for all the current lineup. Cool. So Tim is the one with the 91% battery is for Phantom V2 upgraded to V3.
Well, so for Tim, for you, I would say the important part would be to check the output of your. So you get a voltmeter, or you go to a repair center, but you check the output of your charger. Maybe it's just outputting 91%, voltage, and that's why you're getting this. Or maybe it's your battery not taking anymore. In the first case, you just replace the charger. In the second case, you need to replace the whole battery. I wouldn't replace it for 91. Like, I don't think it's worth paying I don't know how much we're selling, like $600 for a battery just for this. But well, maybe it will still be under warranty in this case. It depends, did you left it like the whole winter and it was dead? Like it's case by case. But I would start by checking the charger because more often than not, that's the issue.
Yeah. Cool. Alex P with a little suggestion for referrals. So you ship each Apollo with a unique QR code sticker. Customers will put it on, let's say, the back fender, and then when someone buys from that QR code, you would win AMP points. Is that
I think it would be a lot easier to do it just in the app. We put you a referral code and people can scan it. 100%. That's a great idea. And yes, I believe it's something we could do. So we'll look into it. Thank you.
Cool. A couple other questions here, guys. We'll let you fire off in the chat. All right, maybe we'll take one more question. Will the next Apollo Go get a seamless stem to deck latch upgrade in the next iteration? Hearing some complaints about the latching hook misaligning and struggling to retract back. I haven't heard anything.
Again, I heard that issue from Austin last week, and I've seen one other person with it that it was not aligning. So we'll wait and see. It's not enough now to change the mold of anything. So no, and we get a seamless stem. It's already seamless. It's already flat. It's not like the city or the air. So yeah, we're just monitoring, but no, we do not see this complaint a lot, and we sold a lot of those.
Yeah, cool. And then last one, self-healing tires in the Phantom.
No, not for now. We looked at it to put it as an accessory. There's Martin here that tested it too. You need to change a couple things that would be way too complicated for regular customers. Martin's a beta tester, so for now, no. If we find a solution to adapt it more like easier for customer, yes, that could be an option. But again, like we said, this Phantom, the V4 is probably like the last one we make, the greatest Phantom ever, and we're gonna focus our effort on something else after.
Cool. All right, guys. I think that's it for now. Just thinking about time here. Thank you all so much for joining. And maybe I'll see you next week. I know LL's here every week. So thanks so much, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye, everyone.